This video is probably going to be the most nichest video on my channel. It's such a tiny little subject, but I know for like kids that grew up in the 90s, this is going to mean a lot. And it's also going to love punch you straight in the nostalgia feels. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. If you are new to the channel because the algorithm for some reasons, like, here's this video. No explanation. Enjoy. Welcome to the channel. Enjoy your stay. So today I have an absolute treat and a half. Like, you know, now and then I love to cover like obscure like findings and then movie props and makeup reveals, like case in point, Billy Zane portraying Marlon Brando, that beautiful makeup, which I found out I got messaged by this morning, was done by the one, the only, the amazing friend of the channel, Christopher Nelson, which just makes total sense, seeing what he did in Halloween Kills with the flashback sequence, recreating Donald Pleasant's makeup on Tom Jones Jr. That just makes total and utter sense. But today, we are talking about the Goosebumps television series from the early 90s, filmed in Canada, mostly a Canadian crew, featuring a young Ryan Gosling, a young Hayden Christensen. I was obsessed with the show. Not only the show, just the intro alone was worth the price of admission. But the episodes that always scared the shit out of me, the Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, the Night of the Living Dummy episodes, and the Haunted Mask episodes. Mostly the first Haunted Mask. I love the Haunted Mask too. I love the notion of a young child growing old because they don't appreciate life. That mask was scary, but out of the whole series, the whole book series as well, the Haunted Mask, the original Haunted Mask, the design of that always scared me. And when the Haunted Mask aired, I loved it. I loved the portrayal of Carly Beth. Everything about it just had a lot of good going for it. The creepy shop owner, the other masks in the shop that are also haunted that look terrifying. If not, some of them look more terrifying than the OG Haunted Mask. And it's one of those things where now and then I'll just think, I wonder what that prop's doing, or I wonder where that prop is. Like, I think a lot, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, where the original Freddy's Dead, it's right behind the mic, isn't it? Fuck. Like, I always have a thought, where's the original Freddy's Dead glove? The original hero. Like, it's probably in some collection. Someone's watching right now who has it. You fucker. And now and then I'd always think, I wonder where that mask is. Or one of the masks slash prosthetics. Because they did have like a static mask that would just sit on a pole. But then they also had the prosthetic mask that they glued down to the young actress portraying Carly Beth. Because they had to like blend her eyes in and stuff like that. And make it look like the mask had snapped onto her face and was stuck to her skin. And as of a couple of days ago, the mask has resurfaced on a prop site slash prop page on Facebook. So the mask was in someone's collection and then they did a trade with a collector. A gentleman by the name of Trent. Now I have gone ahead and messaged Trent to make sure it's okay to do a video covering this and also include his wonderful photos because there are some brilliant photos, some nice HD up close photos of how the Haunted Mask looks today. And it looks beautiful, has a bit of wear and tear, but I kinda dig it. And that's what I love about some prop collectors. Some just take some absolute crackerjack HD photos, go, here you go world, see it in all its glory, share it around, you all deserve to see it. Some, they just use the original auction photos from 2003 and it's grainy as fuck and they're just like, nah, you cannot see. Sharing is caring, man. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is read the description that Trent has written up on the particular Facebook post. It's from the Facebook page Movie Props, so you can buy, sell, trade. You can just show off your holy grail piece, which is what he's done right here. I found my grail, an original haunted mask from the first episode of Goosebumps 1995 television series. It's accompanied by a signed letter of authenticity from Steve Leviton, the producer of the original series and president slash CEO of Protocol Entertainment, stating it was used in the first 2 episodes of the series. It currently resides in my Creature Feature Museum. So Trent does indeed have an Instagram page and I'll leave the link down below and also just below the screen here. Go check out other various props that he has collected over the years. 2 versions of the mask were used for the episode. This version is seen whenever the mask isn't being worn, as well as many scenes when it is. It's first seen in the intro to the episode by R.L. Stine, and then again when the mask its first appearance in the episode. It's seen on the same stand as it is now and lined up with the other masks in the store. It's also featured more throughout the episode, and at the end of the episode, The Haunted Mask Part 2, where it can be seen in Carly Beth's hands after she removes the mask from her hand. The final scene when her brother is wearing it. The other version is currently in Ron's studio, and it can be distinguished by seeing its longer, more fang-like teeth. This mask is one of only 2 props I know of from the original show that aren't currently housed in Ron Stefark's studio. I'll share the other prop next. Ron and his team created every monster for the original series, and he's kept almost all of them. This mask was in his studio until 2008, when it was given to the producer of Goosebumps. Unfortunately, the mask has spent many years in sunlight and has suffered horribly from it. I plan for it to undergo some very minor work to help preserve it. I'd never want it to look new again, so there won't be any excessive work done to it. Every image I've shared below is this version of the mask. So I had no idea that the artist that created all the creatures, the monsters for the Goosebumps series, actually held on to most of these pieces, which is incredible. But without further ado, let's check out some beautiful photos. And here we go. In all its glory, the original, one of the original haunted masks from the original Goosebumps TV series. Look at it. Look how beautiful it is, warts and all. Now, clearly looking at this is foam latex. And again, this was the display mask slash quickly put on mask where you don't need to glue this down to any of the actors to blend the eyes in. This is them essentially taking the mask on and off, and also just to be displayed in the shop with the creepy shop owner and the other various haunted masks. As soon as I saw these photos, something went into the deep recesses of my nostalgia brain, opened up the hard drive, put in the password, blew off the dust, and I just got this instant hit of happiness. Because I remember when the original Goosebumps series came out, I was in like year 2, year 3, and then for years it would just always air on free-to-air television. And it was such an event. And I remember I got mum and dad to tape the original Haunted Mask 1 and 2, and I would just play them on loop back to back alongside The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight and Night of the Living Dummy 2 and 3. So these photos are incredible. They're crisp, they're sharp, they're taken with utmost care. I had no idea that that was indeed the original stand from the series, which is even cooler. And again, it has decayed over the years, but unfortunately that is the nature of foam latex, especially if you are exposing it to a lot of UV light. Like Trent said, he does plan to have it not restored, but I guess you could say kind of maintained so there's no further damage to the mask itself. And some teeth pieces are missing. I don't know if he plans to have those replaced or replicated. I actually kind of dig it without parts of the teeth. It makes it look more mangled and more menacing, but my God, what an absolute find. I do believe Trent got this in a trade. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trent. So the previous owner, had it in their collection, then Trent did a trade, and here we are. And I just love the fact that he was kind enough to release these photos in all its glory and just make this inner child very, very happy. I always loved the paint scheme on these masks and the design elements. Like it's definitely a good transition from the cover of the book to live action. I think it looks great, and I always just remember it scaring the absolute hell out of me, especially when it was glued onto the young actress that played Carly Beth. Like when they blended it around her eyes, it just looked so damn spooky and freaky, and just everything just came together so well. And again, I'm stoked, I'm happy, and I just got absolutely chuffed as soon as I saw these photos. So Trent, once again, thank you very much for giving me the permission to cover this, and I hope you guys got a Jonesing out of it. With that being said, if you did grow up in the 90s, or you still watch the Goosebumps series to this day, which is great, I go back now and then and watch it on repeat, especially my favorite episodes. What was your favorite episode? Again, for me, Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, Night of the Living Dummies, Haunted Mask 1 and 2. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.